Hello students, good morning and welcome to today's class. So this is revision day 3 and we were working on linear equation in two variables. This is maths 1, and before we begin with the topic, let's quickly do some mental maths. So here I'm going to add the link in the chat box. Please check the chat box. Click on the link. You will be directed to the page where you will be asked for your name. Enter your name and join. Great, I see 5 students joining already. Very good students. Yes, please check the chat box. There is the link to the quiz in the chat box. Click on the link and you will be directed to a page where you will be asked for your name. Enter your name and you will be here on the dashboard waiting for others to join. I see 31 participants have joined here. Kushnuma, Muskan, Mehfooza, Rehan. Kamlesh, Umul Samruddhi, Rehan, Sudham, Mehfooza, Mayuri, Arman, Palak, Avinash, Nayan, Sakshi, Aditya, Drupad, Vitali, Shafi, Mehek, Shushti, Tushar. Very good students. I'll wait for another 30 seconds and then we will begin. Another 30 seconds. Those who have not joined, please check the chat box. There is the link in the chat box. Click on that link. It will ask for your name. Enter your name and hit enter. You will be here on the dashboard waiting for others to join. Please check the chat box. Okay, and now here I'm going to start the quiz. Notice everyone, the quiz is super easy. It has very simple questions. Please make sure when you are solving, don't be in a hurry and don't give random answers. Don't do guesswork. Read the question carefully and select the choice. Select the options correctly. Okay. Well done, Asif. Mehek, please go slow. Read the question carefully. Take some time to do some calculations if required. Shubhangi, Ayush, Rehan, Soham, Nidhi, well done. Pranay, very good. And Sneha, Abdul, Mehek, you all are doing good. Drupad, good. Qureshi, Arbina, well done. Sakshi, very good. Please make sure that you are reading the question carefully. Sarah, very good. Umulkhair, Abdul, well done students. You are doing great. Very good. Mitali, Prince, Nazni, Shraddha, well done. Arpita, you are doing great. Kamlash, you are doing great. Pooja, Zoya, very good. Sudham, Mahek, please look at the questions carefully. Soham, Nazni, look at the questions carefully. Nishant, read the questions carefully. Vishal, read the question carefully. Very good, students. Very good. Nidhi, Soham, Shubhangi are on top 3. So far, let's see who can score better. Very good, Shrishti. You are doing great. Okay. Another 1 minute. Another 1 minute. Very good, Arpita. Drupad, well done. You're on the right track, Nayan. Very good, Tushar. Mehfooza, very good. Palak, you're doing great. Vishant, Mayuri. Read the questions carefully. I see 66 participants joined. Keep trying, students. The quiz is super easy. Please make sure that you're reading the questions carefully. Very good, Pooja. You're on the right track. Asneha, well done. You're doing great. Niranjan, very good. Suhani, you're on the right track. Speed up, please. Aisha, you're on the right track. Alfia, very good. You're doing great. Okay, let's wait for 1 more minute and then we'll stop. And we see the leaderboard. The names have changed now. Another 30 seconds. Come on, students. Very good, Aisha. You are doing great. Pooja Rajbhar, well done. Okay, 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. Very good, Raj. Sarah, you're doing great. Albina, Payal, Sudham, very good. Please speed up. Another 10 seconds and we'll stop. Another 10 seconds and we'll stop. Speed up, students. Okay, and let's stop here. Time's up. Actually, you don't need so much time. The quiz is really the easy one. Okay, and let's look at the name of winners. Asneha Gupta third, Sara Ansari second, and Aisha Qureshi first. Okay, so it's based on your speed and accuracy both. And these are the students who scored 100% and 90% on the quiz. Well done, all of you. Okay, now students, please join back to the Zoom screen and call out the names of students who scored 100%. So Aisha, Sara, Asneha, Arpita, Nidhi, Soham, Shubhangi, Shushti, Arbina Qureshi, Sakshi, Anji, Suhani, Rehan, Pooja, again 100%, Avinash, 90%, Ayush, Nayan, Drupad, Asif, Payal, Pranay, Anurag, Nabila, Aditya, well done. So these were the students who scored 90% and 100% on the quiz. Well done, students. Now let's quickly look at the questions and let's see, for those who were not able to join the quiz, for them, let's quickly look at the questions. The first question was, which number will come between 48 and 50? So that's 49. Next, we look at second question, which number is greater, 36 or 39? The answer is 39. Right, good. Next, which of the following is in descending order? Descending order, greater to smaller. That's 70, 69, and 68. 2 times what is 6? 2 times 3 is 6. Okay. Then adding these two numbers, what do you get? So adding 115. Okay. 32, 14, 86. Are these numbers odd or even? So these are even numbers because all of them are divisible by 2. Then adding 190, that's 190. What is 36 divided by 3? That is 12. 5 times 7, that is 35. And here subtracting 475 minus 100, that gives you 375. So these were the questions on the quiz. And now let's move back to the actual revision session. Okay, let's quickly recap. So yesterday we started with the standard form of linear equation in two variables, which is ax plus by plus c equals to 0, where a, b, and c are real numbers, and a and b, they should not be equal to 0. Okay, then we saw what is the meaning of simultaneous equations. So simultaneous equations are when we are considering two linear equations in two variables at a time, that makes it simultaneous equations. So you can see in the first problem here, there are two equations. This is the first and this is the second. There are two equations which are linear and they have two variables, like here s and t. There are two variables. Likewise, in the second question, two equations, they are linear, they have two variables. So again, these are called as simultaneous equations. So working on set of two equations at a time, that is simultaneous equations. Next, we saw how to solve these linear equation in two variables. So the method was elimination method, and there are few more methods which you will be learning in class 10. Next, we did some problems where the coefficients were already same. We had to straight away add or subtract, and there were different type of questions where you see in this case the coefficients are not same. So we multiply any one of the equation so that we get the coefficients same, and then adding or subtracting, here you can see adding, we get rid of this 5y terms and we get answer for one value for one variable. Using this value, we find the value of other variable, and finally writing the answer in solution form x comma y format. Okay, that completes the solution. So this is how we did a few linear equation in two variable questions on how to find the value of x and y using elimination method. In today's class, we will look at few type of word problems. Okay, now what are the type of word problems that you can that you can expect for this problem, for this lesson? Now there are problems regarding numbers, like there can be 2-digit number, 3-digit number, such type of questions can be asked. Then there can be problems related to age, then problems based on fractions. Some problems may be based on money transactions. simple interest, compound interest types. Then there can be problems based on speed, distance and time, where we are using the formula speed equals to distance upon time. Then there can be some questions related to geometrical properties as well. So let's look at few questions, and I want everyone to use paper pen and try out on how to solve these equations. You already know how to solve the equations. Let's practice on how to get the equations from the word problems, and then I want all of you to try to solve them. Okay, let's start with the first question. So always start with highlighting the important words or anything which may help you to get the equation. Okay, so our first task, step one, is to get the equations. Okay, before we do that, we have to set the variables. Okay, so always check what are you asked to find. We are asked to find number of 5 rupee notes and number of 10 rupee notes. So this is where you have to start. Let the number of 5 rupee notes, let the number of 5 rupee notes equal to X, and the number of 10 rupee notes equals to Y. Okay, that's how you set it up. And now we start with looking for the hints so that we can set up two equations. Okay, you'll get two equations. So if you look at the first sentence, it says in an envelope there are 5 rupee notes and some 10 rupee notes. Total amount of these notes together is 350 rupees. So if you look at this sentence carefully, just the first condition which is given, it says there are 5 rupee notes and 10 and some 10 rupee notes. Okay, they give you 350 rupees. So now just an example, if you have two 5 rupee notes, what is the amount? You just simply multiply, right? 2 times 5 is 10, like that. Here they don't know what is the number of 5 rupee notes. It is X. Okay, X 5 rupee notes and Y 10 rupee notes. Total is how much? 350. So we write the sentence as per the first condition, as per the first condition, we are given that X 5 rupees note and X and Y 10 rupee notes, the total is 350. Okay, so as per this condition, multiplying X with 5, we get the equation to be 5X plus 10Y equals to 350. Now students, once you get the equation, you should always try to simplify it or reduce it to lowest form. Here we can see that all the terms are divisible by 5. So dividing all the terms by 5, we get another equation, that is 5 will get crossed out. X plus 2y equals to 70. Okay, that's your first equation. Okay, so some 5 rupee notes, some 10 rupee notes, and the total is 350 rupees. There were X 5 rupee notes, there were Y 10 rupees notes, and the total is 350. So X times 5 gave us 5X, Y times 10 gave us 10Y, and equating it to 350, we get one equation. Simplifying it, we get the first equation. Now let us look at second condition. It says the number of 5 rupee notes are less by 10 than the number of 10 rupee notes. Okay, now here you need to look at the words. The words are less. Less means what? We have to subtract, right? So it says the number of 5 rupee notes, that is 5 rupee notes is X, correct, are less by 10 than the number of 10 rupee notes. Here a number is missing, than this year it should be twice the number of 10 rupee notes. The word is missing here. There is some correction in the question. Then over here twice the number of 10 rupee notes. Okay, so I'm going to add it over here. It is twice the number of 10 rupee notes. Okay, so let's continue. It says the 5 rupee notes, that is X, is less by 10 than twice the number of 10 rupee notes. Twice means multiply by 2. Okay, and 10 rupee notes is Y, so that will be 2Y. Okay, now concentrate, students. Less, the word less means we have to subtract. Okay, so we have to subtract what? It says less than. Whenever the word less than is there, it means you have to change the order. Okay, so basically it's 2y minus x equals to 10. Okay, x is less by 10 than 2y. So x is basically less than 2y and the difference is 10. That's how you get the second equation. Arrange this in the standard format. Standard format means we have to write the x term first. So this will be minus x first, then 2y, and it is equal to 10. Okay, the sign is very important. When you're writing x, you have to write the sign which is on the left hand side. So here on the left, the sign is negative. So wherever x will shift, it will be with the sign negative. Okay, we are just interchanging the terms. This is equation 2. Now we have equation 1 and equation 2, and adding or subtracting, we get the solutions. Okay, so from here, all of you know how to solve it, correct? Equation 2 is, equation 1 is x plus 2y equals to 70. Equation 2 is minus x plus 2y equals to 10. Compare the coefficients. We see x and minus x will get crossed out. What should be done? We need to add. So adding equation 1 and 2, what do we get? X and minus x will get crossed out. We are left with 4y, which is equal to 80. Correct? And shift this 4 to the other side. So that will give us y equals to 80 divided by 4, y equals to 20. Okay, what is the next step? We replace y in any one of the equations with 20. So put y equals to 20 in any one equation. Let's use equation 1. That is x plus 2y equals to 70. In place of x, in place of y, we are going to put 20 like that. So what is 2 times 20? That is 40, which is equal to 70. Shift this 40 to other side, we get x equals to 70 minus 40. X is 30. Okay, so that's how we have got x is 30 and y is 20. Therefore, now instead of writing the solution here, we have to write the statement. What is the number of 5 rupee notes and what is the number of 10 rupee notes? So we say here, there are how many 10 rupee, how many 5 rupee notes? There are X notes, that is 30. So there are 30 5 rupee notes and dash 10 rupee notes. Yeah. So that's how you need to conclude it. Let's move on to next question. So check, students, here the denominator of a fraction is 1 less than twice its numerator. So we are working on question related to fraction. Okay, the question is find the fraction. So of course, when there is a fraction, there will be a numerator and there will be a denominator, right? So how do you start? what will you do? We set the variables. Let x be the numerator and let's say y is the denominator. Okay, so let numerator equals to x and denominator equals to y. Therefore, what will be the fraction? The fraction will be x upon y. Okay. Now, look at the first condition. The first condition says the denominator is less than twice its numerator. Okay. So, as per the first condition, I'll just do the rough work here. Check. Denominator is 1 less than twice numerator. So 2 times numerator. What is denominator? Denominator is y. Is means equal to 1 less than 2n. Okay. Whenever there is less than, we have to reverse the order. Okay. So it will be 2n minus 1. But what is this n? We have used x for the numerator. So it will be x. This is how we get the equation. Once again, I'll repeat. Denominator is means it is equal to 1 less than twice the numerator. Twice numerator means 2n. Less than means you have to change the order and subtract. So it won't be 1 minus 2x. This is completely wrong. Okay. We have to change the order whenever it is less than. So 2x minus 1. That's the equation. Y equals to 2x minus 1. And now we have to arrange it in standard format. Okay. So get the x and y terms on one side and the negative and the constant on the other side. So let's shift this minus 1 to that side. It will become plus 1, 2x as it is. This is plus y here. It would move to the other side and become minus y. So the equation is 2x minus y equals to 1. This is our equation 1. Okay. Now let's work on equation 2. So as per the second condition, what can we say as per second condition? Check. If 1 is added to numerator, what are we doing? 1 is added to numerator and denominator, both numerator and denominator. What is the ratio? 3:5. So 1 is added to the numerator and 1 is added to the denominator. The fraction or the ratio is 3:5. Okay, that is the condition. Now, we are just going to replace the numerator with x and the denominator with y. So as per the second condition, it says x plus 1 upon y plus 1 equals to 3/5. Okay, that's the second condition. 1 is added to both numerator and denominator, and it is the ratio will be equal to 3:5. So that is equal to 3/5. Okay, and now we have to get equation. So cross multiply. 5 times x plus 1 equals to 3 times y plus 1. Okay, and what will be the next step? We distribute. So distribute 5 inside the bracket like that. So 5 times x is 5x plus 5 times 1 is 5 equals to 3 times y, that's 3y. 3 times 1 is 3. Okay, now we need to get the x and y terms on the left. So this 3y would shift to the left hand side. It will become 5x minus 3y equals to, and this plus 5 will move to the other side. It will become minus 5. So 3 minus 5. Okay, and one more step to get this, what do you call the equation? So just check everyone. We are just going to simplify 3 minus 5. That will give us the equation. 5x minus 3y equals to a negative 2. 3 minus 5 is 2, and we give sign of the greater number. 5 is greater, so negative sign. This is equation 2. Okay, so first step, set the variables. What is x, what is y? Step 2, get the equations. You will get 2 equations, and then step 3, solving the 2 equations, we get the value of x and y. Okay, let's do the next step. We are going to look at equation 1 and equation 2. If you try to compare the variables, if you try to compare the coefficients, check the coefficient of y year and year. It is 1 year, it is 3 year. Okay, it's -1 and -3. So clearly, if we multiply the first equation by 3, it will become -3y, and this is already -3y. Correct? We are trying to get the coefficients same. Once they are same, we can add or subtract to cross them out. Okay. So what are we going to do? We are multiplying equation 1 by 3. So that will be 3 times 2x minus y equals to 1. We are going to distribute now. So how do we distribute? Multiply 3 to each term in the equation. Okay, so that will give us 3 times 2 is 6x minus 3 times y is 3y. Okay, 3y, which is equals to 3 times 1, that is 3. This is equation 3. Okay, so now we have used equation 1. So we need to work on equation 2 and equation 3. Both the numbers are same and they have same sign. So if we add, it will become -6y, but we want a 0. So what should be done? We need to subtract. Okay, so subtracting equation 2 from 3. Okay, now check whenever we are subtracting 2 from 3, that means you have to write the third equation first. So writing the third equation first, 6x minus 3y equals to 3, and then writing the second equation next. So it will be 5x minus 3y equals to -2. Now be very careful here. Why so? Because we are subtracting means we have to change the signs of bottom row. Okay, so changing signs, this +6 plus 5x will become minus, this -3y will become +3y, and -2 will become +2. Okay, and now combining the like terms, 6 minus 5, which is 1x, -3y plus 3y will get crossed out, and 3 plus 2 will make it a 5. So here we have got the value of x, which is 5. Okay, now what is the next step? Once you have the value of x, just substitute it in any one of the equations to find the value of y. Okay, so here I'm going to solve it here on this side. Put x equal to 5 in any one equation. Let's use equation 1. So put x equal to 5 in equation 1. Okay, so what is equation 1? 2x minus y equals to 1. What is x? X is 5 minus y equals to 1. What is 2 times 5? It's 10 minus y equals to 1. And now here you can just shift the letters and the numbers. So you can see this is minus y equals to 1 minus 10, plus 10 will become minus 10. So minus y equals to -9. Negative will get crossed out. We are left with y equals to 9. Okay, and now we can conclude here. What is x? X is basically the numerator and y is the denominator. So we have got numerator equals to 5, and what is the denominator? Denominator equals to 9. Therefore, what will be the fraction? The fraction is equal to 5 upon 9. This is very clear. Always when you are setting up the equations or you're trying to get the equations, you should try to write it out separately and then figure out what symbols should be used for the words. Replacing the words with symbols will get the equations easily. Okay, let's look at the next problem. Question 3. This is based on ages. So the first, it says the sum of ages of Priyanka and Deepika is 34 years. Priyanka is elder to Deepika by 6 years. Find their today's age. Okay. So here in this case, how do we begin? We start with setting up X and Y. We are asked to find their ages. So we say, let Priyanka's age be, X years. And the other person is Deepika. And Deepika's age be Y years. Okay. Now, look at the first condition. The first condition says sum of the ages of both the girls is 34. Priyanka plus Deepika is 34. Sum means what? Addition. So Priyanka plus Deepika is 34. What is Priyanka? We are using X for Priyanka and we are using Y for Deepika. So X plus Y equals to 34. Isn't that easy? Yes. So how do we write out the statement? As per the first condition, what is the first condition? X plus Y equals to 34. That's our equation 1. Okay. Now let us look at second condition. So as per the second condition, what is the second condition? So look at it. Priyanka is elder to Deepika by 6 years. So Priyanka is elder to Deepika. Elder means the age is greater. Okay. Priyanka is elder. Elder means it is, Priyanka is greater than Deepika. Younger means smaller. Okay. So elder Priyanka is greater than Deepika by 6. That means the difference between their ages is 6. And here you need to subtract correctly. Okay. In case if you write D minus P, that will be wrong. If Priyanka is elder, that means Priyanka is greater. The age is greater. So what are we supposed to do? Greater minus smaller. Okay. So P minus D equals to 6. But what is P? P, Priyanka, we are using X. So X minus Deepika is Y. X minus Y equals to 6. That is the second equation. Okay. This is equation 2. All right. So write out the sentence. Try to replace the words with symbols. Like in this case, we are replacing Priyanka with X, Deepika with Y, is with equal to. Elder means here it is a difference. Then sum means addition, like that. Okay. Now we have two equations, and solving them, we can easily find the value of X and Y. Okay. So everyone, go ahead and try this out quickly. We have to solve these two equations to find the value of X and Y. Clearly, adding the equations, we can see that X and Y terms will get crossed out. Okay. So what should be the step? We write out adding equation 1 and 2. Okay. Adding both the equations. So it is X plus Y equals to 34. X minus Y equals to 6. Add both the equations. Go ahead, students. Go ahead and try. Okay, I'll give you 30 seconds. What is the value of X that you get? Anyone from you wants to quickly unmute and tell what is the value of X that you get? Okay, I see Shrishti raising hand. Yeah, Shrishti, you can just unmute and tell.
Ma'am,
Yes.
it's 2x is equal to 40.
Very good. 2x equals to 40. And what will be X equal to? Very good. Shrishti, thank you for trying. So here this 2 will shift to the other side, and 40 divided by 2, we get X equals to 20. Okay. So what is X? X is the age of Priyanka, right? So we have got Priyanka's age. Now we substitute this value of X in any one of the equations, and solving we get the value of Y. So the statement should be put x equals to 20 in any equation, let's say in equation 1. So equation 1 is x plus y equals to 34. Replacing x with 20, we get 20 plus y equals to 34. And anybody from you wants to try? What is y equals to? What is the value of y? Nidhi?
14.
Y equals to 14. Fantastic. Thank you for trying. Okay. So 34 minus 20, and that gives you 14. Y equals to 14. And finally, we write the statements as conclusion. Okay. Not x comma y format. These are word problems. So the conclusion or the final answer should be written in words. We say, therefore, Priyanka's age is 20 years. And what about the other person? Deepika's age is 14 years. Okay, students, and let us look at one more question quickly. This is one of the easy questions. Yeah. So check, what are we asked to find? Find the number of lions and peacocks in the zoo. So how would you start? Always start with reading the last sentence, okay? And first set up the variables, okay? So here number of lions will be X and number of peacocks will be Y. So let number of lions equals to X and number of peacocks equals to Y. Okay, look at the first condition. So the first condition here is total number of lions and peacocks is 50. Total number, total means what? You have to add. So adding lions and peacocks, the answer is 50. But what is lions? We are using X for lions and we are using Y for peacocks. So X plus Y equals to 50. That's the first equation. So writing the statement, as per the first condition, what is the equation? X plus Y equals to 50. And then we look at the second condition. So as per the second condition, look at the second condition, students. It says the total number of their legs is 140. Okay, legs is 140. So we have the lions and the peacocks. How many legs does a lion have? Lion has 4 legs. And what about peacock? It has 2 legs. And sum of or total of their legs, total means we have to add. So adding them up, the answer is 140. So we write 140 here. And what are the variables that we are using? For lion, we are using X, so it will be 4X. For peacocks, we are using Y, so that will be 2Y equals to 140. That's the second equation. 4X plus 2Y equals to 140. Okay. Now, if you want, you can reduce this equation to lowest form and then proceed. Okay. We can see that all the terms are divisible by 2. So divide all of them by 2. This is your first equation. And now dividing all the terms by 2, we get 2x plus y equals to 70. That's the second equation. Okay. And from here, I think you will be able to solve it. Right, students? Because equations are there and we see the coefficients match for y. Right? So what should be done? Should we add or subtract? We need to subtract. Okay. So writing out the statement, subtracting equation 1 from 2. Be very careful. When I say 1 from 2, that means we need to write the second equation first. 2x plus y equals to 70, and we write the first equation next. X plus y equals to 50, and be very careful here, because subtracting, that means you have to change all the signs in the bottom row. So here the positive x will become minus, positive y will become minus, 50 is positive, it will become negative. Okay, plus y minus y gets crossed out. So we are left with 2 minus 1, that is x, equals to 70 minus 50, that's 20. So we have got the value of x. Now replace this value of x in any one of the equation. So put x equals to 20 in any equation, let's say equation 1. And now quickly, anybody wants to try? What will be y? X plus y equals to 50. Anybody go ahead? 20 plus y equals to 50. What is y equal to? I see Nidhi has raised hand. Soham is also there. Soham?
30.
Fantastic. Y is 30. Thank you, Soham. So y is 30. And now the conclusion. Anybody wants to try? What will be the conclusion? Because of course, there is half mark for the conclusion. Well, how do you write it?
And the number of lions is 20 and the number of peacock is 30.
Excellent. That's right. Thank you, Soham. So therefore, you write the final conclusion like this. Number of lions is equal to x, but that is equals to 20, and the number of peacocks, that is equals to 30. Okay, so that's how you should complete the problem, starting with selecting variables, next writing out the equations, solving the equations, and finally the conclusion in statements. Okay, as per the question. And with that, we are running out of time. So let's stop here. I hope you enjoyed today's class and you did follow everything, right? So that's all for today, students. Make sure you try the problem set on your own. And in case any doubts, there will be a separate doubt session for this lesson. Thank you for joining, everyone, and have a nice day.